Okay, so there's my dog back there. I wanted to give you just three really quick tips for coping with the feelings of fullness that a lot of people struggle with when it comes to eating disorder recovery. I know I myself struggled immensely with the feelings of fullness for quite some time. So I almost think of it as like a universal struggle at first. It's just really, really hard to cope with for so many people. So here are my rapid fire three pieces of advice. So the first one is to attend to any feelings of physical discomfort that might be coming up. So this kind of means learning to check in with your body when you're feeling the fullness and saying, am I confusing the feeling of fullness with physical discomfort? Or is there actually some physical discomfort here? And if so, how can I be kind to my body and attend to that? Does that look like maybe switching out pants for something just not so tight and something that feels a little bit like easier to move and breathe in at the moment? Does that mean getting up and just shifting positions to something that feels better, or taking like a really short, slow walk? Does that mean actually getting like a heating pack or something and putting it on my stomach? So just kind of learning to check in and then act accordingly, like be kind to yourself and tend to those physical needs. The second piece of advice is to have a list of affirmations handy that are specific to the feelings of fullness. So, probably my favorite is the affirmation feelings and fullness pass. I think it's just really short and simple, easy to remember. And it does speak to, this will pass like it always does. Another one that I like, it's a little bit longer, but the affirmation, fullness is a sensation that my body creates for me, not to me. I think that's also a really powerful one that speaks to the fact that it is safe to be full and your body's doing this for you. You are working together. Um, and then a third affirmation is just like a kind of, I am safe and my body knows what to do with this feeling. I think that's also really simple. It speaks to what a lot of people need to remind themselves of in the moment. And just make sure you write those down on like an index card or something so that when you're in the moment and maybe you have the feelings of panic that sometimes can accompany the feeling of fullness, you don't have to like access all your executive functioning to come up with the affirmations and remember them. They're just right there written out for you. And then the last tip is to have, and maybe even write this out, but have a list of distractions that you can use when you're really in this feeling and the coping skills just aren't working. Like the affirmations, you've tried them, you've tried attending to your body with kindness and trying to tend to the physical discomfort, and it's just not working. And it feels like sitting with it is going to almost be more detrimental than helpful. Have a list of distractions. Just go to things that you can kind of easily do and access in the moment. There's no shame in needing distraction. It's a valid coping tool in and of itself. And we can't, expect ourselves to sit and process feelings and navigate them and sensations all day long. There is real value in distracting ourselves and kind of trying to like refocus our minds some of the time. So those are my three top tips. And just thinking of anyone who's struggling to cope with fullness right now.